Just enough stalling. Yep, I'm back. I'm doing part two. Had to take a break for some food. I just need the break. But now that I'm full, I'm hydrated. I'm gonna finish this stuff. Gonna finish this nonsense. I still have like 130 to go. I think something like that. I'm not happy about that, but it could be worse. It could be so much worse. I I don't even necessarily remember where I was at. All I do know, I don't have a lot of percentage left on my phone for this stream, so I'm gonna try to do the best that I can. You can see I'm kind of just relaxing right now. I just want to finish this nonsense. I could just not do it, but I'm already too deep into the rabbit hole. I kind of have to do it now. I had to finish what I started. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish what I started, and then hopefully I don't have to do this again. Cause that's where we're at right now. Once I finish sharing this to Snapchat and Instagram, then we'll start this thing proper, and we're gonna speed run. Yeah, we're gonna speed run through this. Alrighty then. So okay. I gotta make sure I share this thing too. Let me share the screen. But first, all right. Now I just gotta go on Instagram and start the stream there, and we're gonna get ready to get the ball moving on this nonsense. So while I do that, I'm gonna share the screen here. Yeah, my phone's being slow as usual. All right, now we're talking. All right, well, we was talking. I could do this as a reel, but with live streaming this. Um, hold on. All right. All right, people are gonna get back into it. This is part two. Where did we leave off? Oh yeah, we left with Florence Welch at 128 from Florence and the Machine. Who is this? See, like I said, the problem with this list so far is that like half the people I've never even heard of, and they're not really giving constant arguments as to why they should even be on here. Donny Hathaway at 126. Hmm. Should be higher. Joe Strummer from the Clash. Interesting. He's not someone I would think about when it comes to a list like this. Oh no, Robert Johnson. Nope. No. No. I would not put him on this list. Just no. I respect the guy as a musician, but that was a singer though. All right, Karen Carpenter at 123. That's all we're up to. Fine, I guess. I don't know. I forgot where she was. What group was she part of? She a solo singer. Okay, I need to move on. All right, so we got Donna Summer at 122 from Supremes. Probably should be higher. Not too much higher because I do think there was some. I think what was it, Florence Ballard? I think she was like. I thought she was probably the best vocalist in the Supremes though. Jackie Wilson at 121. Charlie Rich at 120. He said he was compared to Elvis. I can kind of see that because he looks like Elvis. I don't really have any opinions on him because I never heard any of his stuff. Barrington Levy from. Yeah, I never heard of him. John Fogerty, shout out to Guard Ball. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to Rolling Stone Magazine's top 200 singers list that they just put out for no reason. So you got John Fogerty from Clearwater. I don't know if I would put the list either, to be honest. Patti Smith from the Smiths, I'm assuming. Or was she on ours? I forgot. I'm fine where she's placed. I think she just should be in this list. Chet Baker. It's funny because they're not even showing him playing what's that, a trumpet? You're not really selling this man on his like vocal abilities though, but I guess that's fine. Chet Baker. Erica John Fogger, he deserves his spot. All right, fair enough. Have you looked at this list so far? Because honestly, it's kind of wild. So we got Erica Badu at 115. I think she's fine where she is. Chrissy Hynde from the Pretenders. I think she's fine where she is. Lee, listen, Linda. I feel like it's La Linda. What am I saying? That's just how tuned I am at this point. She's at 113. Yay! And who is this? Ozzy. I called it. How is he? How is John? How was Ozzy Osbourne rated higher than Ronnie Dio? Dio? Yeah, did you know that Dio's on this list and he's rated lower than Ozzy Osbourne? Even though Mr. Dio has an objectively better voice, like I don't understand. They even admit, they even admit that he doesn't have a good. This is what they said right here. It says Ozzy Osbourne doesn't have what people would call a good voice. This is actually not the last time they've said this either. They said this about quite a few people. What? Maybe that's correct. All right, I'm actually curious about this one. You believe that's correct? I want to know why. You gotta. Also, if you want to debate this, you can come on the live if you want, because that is wild, man. All right, over Dio though. I don't know, man. Like, we got Fiona Apple at 111. Hmm. How do you feel about Barbara Streisand being like in the top 170 or top one? I think it might be. She's like somewhere between like the top 160 and the top 180. How do you feel about that, Miss Barbara Streisand? So we got Fiona Apple. No, I know she can sing. I'm saying, do you think she's very low? Because I think she does. I think she is. Like this is the top. This is Rolling Stone's top 200 greatest singers of all time, and she's like in the like 170s or something like that. I think that's way too low for her, honestly. Granted, they also have Christina Aguilera pretty like low as well, and um, that one lady from the Weather Girls who was literally carrying some of those dance groups from the late '80s and early '90s, like Black Voice and was it no, it was a Black Voice, a Black Box, the CC Music Factory. I don't know how she was rated so low, but she was carrying those groups. Like it's crazy to me. But yeah, Axl Rose is kind of low too, honestly, because he was early on this list. As you can see, we're at 111. He was like 140, yeah, 30 or something. Because I'm trying to see who else they have on this list and see if it's justifiable. And I honestly do think some of the people that are rated higher are just not justifiable, honestly. But we do have Fiona Apple at 111. Oh, Ella Fitzgerald. Let's see if she makes the list. And Billie Holiday. I haven't seen them two yet. Hopefully they'll be placed. Oh no, 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 absolutely not. All right. So this is gonna be one of those other controversial things. That is a good question. I really don't know, and yes, it is hard to mix all that stuff together. But this is what I'm saying. They need the proper criteria that kind of fits all. The criteria doesn't really make much sense. One thing they did say is that they don't seem to care that much about actual vocal ability, which is weird because we talk about like singers. Uh, Honestly, like the list can really just be summed up to well, we're gonna pick art we like, and then we're gonna try to justify why we have those choices. That's honestly what it's been so far. Now, the weekend would not be on my list at all. I honestly no opera singers whatsoever. Because unless the artist was doing opera stuff beforehand, then no, there's no opera singers because they're just doing like basically popular music. Like the most you're gonna get out of this would be like jazz, but that's as close as you're gonna get to that. No opera singers unless they were already doing opera stuff beforehand. Like I'm talking about like hip hop singers, whatever that dabbled into that. That's the most you're gonna get out of opera. But like as far as like pure opera singers, no, like there's none of that on this list at all. I know it's stupid, but what can you do? And they made that a big point that they weren't gonna put that in, which I think already kind of invalidates this list. But yeah, the weekend's on here at 110. I really not only do I think he's too high, I just don't think he should be on here. I really don't think he's a good singer. Like that's actually always been my biggest issue with him as an artist is that his vocal ability just doesn't sound that good because most of the time it sounds like he's just trying to do a Michael Jackson impression. Like it doesn't sound natural at all. Musically, like his stuff is fine. You could say he's a creative artist, but just vocally, I feel like that's his weakest part. That's his weakest point. But right now, but honestly, this list is more of a greatest artist list than it is a greatest singer list. Like for example, we have here we have Roger Daltrey. Um, I honestly don't even know where he's from. Like, okay, they mentioned Pete Townshend, so I'm gonna assume he's from the Who. I guess that's the other thing too. Is that some people that have on here is just like I don't want to say nobodies or no names. It's just kind of hard to comment on some of these guys. 'Cause, like again, I've never heard of some of these people. All right, so we got. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this name, but you can see it on the screen. We gotta keep moving forward. All right, we got Lou Reed from the Velvet Underground. That's fine. Bill Withers at 106. I think he should be a little higher than what he is right now, but whatever. 106 isn't horrible. Eddie Vedder from. Oh, it says Pearl Jam. Fine. I wouldn't have him higher than Bill Withers, but it's fine. Aaron Neville, something. Um, jeez, Leonard Cohen. Hmm. Yeah, sure. I think he's fine. I don't really have any complaints about that. I think I can go either way with that. All right, this is what I do have a complaint about. Taylor Swift at 102. So she's like two spots away from being like in the top 100. Good thing she's not in the top 100. All right, so okay, I don't know if this is like a hot take or whatever, but like I'll give her credit for a lot of things that she does, like her songwriting and her musicianship, I guess. Really her songwriting. But when it comes to her vocal abilities, it's not that good. It's really not. So for her to be this high on the list or on the list at all, it's just why. I mean, we all why she's like one of the most popular artists out right now, but like she's not that good of a singer. Let's be honest here, like especially if you're gonna be in the same list as people like Barbara Streisand. That's just kind of an insult, really. All right, so we got Gladys Knight. It's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't have any like. All right, so now we're gonna get into the top 100. Finally, I'm trying to speed run through this because I have like 5% on my phone now, But I kind of want to finish this on this Instagram live. I don't know if my phone's gonna hold up on it. So if it cuts off randomly, you'll know why. So let's see. Come on, computer. Come on, man. I got stuff to do. I want to end this nonsense already. That this thing's already become kind of a chore to get through. Where is it? Like why can't I find the thing? Yeah, yeah, we'll do it like that. What's my percentage at? This is killing me. I just hate how. Ugh. Come on, computer. All right, all right. Now it's working. Kind of. All right, let's go to 100, 181. Let's go. Elton John at 100. Yeah, I think he should be higher. Clyde Mick. Um, who? Clyde from what? I think this is a solo. So fine. Bob Marley at 98. No. Should be lower. Usher at 97. I don't know if he should be higher or lower, honestly. Chuck Berry at 96. Fine. Vincent Fernandez. Never heard of him. Is it Vincent? Vincente or something like that. I don't know. I apologize for just butchering this man's name. That's disrespectful. Toots Hilbert. Never heard of this guy. It says the Toots and the Melts Leader King. All right, whatever. It's in the 50s, I think. So Stevie Nicks at 93. Okay. I don't really have a problem with it. It's fine. Anita Baker should be higher, I think. Whatever. News. I don't know who this is. Um, fine. I don't really have a problem with it. Don't know who this is either. Is the phone getting darker? Oh, yeah, that's right, because the battery's dying out. Salita is at 98. Cool. Fine. Next. Jimmy Rogers. Who is this exactly? This is what they said about him. He said he wasn't an overpowering singer, but an amazing sly one. You know, crackle age of. What does that even mean? A sly one. Like, can they actually give us like actual like reasoning? All right, Diana Ross 87. Fine. Again, her whatever is I cannot think of the lead's name right now. The other group member, she's a better singer, but all right, this one is probably going to be another big controversial one. Michael Jackson at 86. That's an interesting one. I think he should be higher, obviously. Johnny Cash 85. I don't know if I've done like lower or even where he is. I don't know who this is, but shout out to you for making it on the list. Amy Whitehouse at 83. Stevie Perry at 82. I don't know if he should be higher or lower, honestly. Let's see. Don't know who this is. He's at 81. Like so many people, I'm not gonna try to pronounce their names because they're just this is too difficult. Chris Nell from the Temple of the Dogs. I can't have an opinion on that, so I'm just gonna say fine because I don't really know much about their music and I haven't really heard them sing. So I can't really like make a comment on that. Um, fine. Don't know who she is either, but it's fine. Janis Joplin is 78. I think it's fine. Bruce Springsteen at 77. I think that's fine. Who was this? Wilson Pickett at 76. Fine, I guess. D'Angelo at 75. I think that's fine. Patti LaBelle at 74. I think she should at least be top 50, honestly. Hector Love. I feel like I actually know who this guy is. Or at least I feel like I've heard him. He's at 73. Muddy Waters at 72. I think that's fine. Roy Orbison at 71. I think that's fine. Ronnie Spector from the Nets. I think that's fine. I don't know who this is. Like I said, I'm trying to speed run this because I'm like running out of time. And I still don't have. I'm still like reality. Oh no 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 no! She should not even be on this list. Like she is objectively not a good singer. Like get out of here. You can if you like her music, that's fine. I don't have issues with that. I like some of her music too. But like as a singer, get out of here, man. Like I've seen like professional like vocalists like rate her pretty low. Like maybe at best like a C. Same case with Taylor Swift. Like like seriously. Like where are the vocal coaches at? Like that's who really should be making a list like this. Because then I could take what I could take these lists more seriously. So you got Dennis Brown. Not really sure who this is. At 67, David Ruffman from the Temptations, I believe. At 66, fine. Minnie Riperton at 65. I think she should be higher, but fine. York is 64. It's fine. I mean, I don't know if I put whatever. Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin at 63. Actually, I think I might have him higher to be honest. George Michael, 62. I think he should be a little higher than that. Koltam. I'm going to assume this is another one of those randos. That's 61. Kate Bush is 60. Interesting. I think that's fine. I'm not going to complain about it. Howlin' Wolf is 59. Lady Gaga at 58. Fine. Brian Wilson at 57. Fine. I don't know. Let's see. Barry White at 56. Oh no, that's stupid. Boo. Tina Turner at 55. Boo. Willie Nelson at 54. What? Like all these guys should be higher, man. Like they for lack of a better term, they did something. They did something screw up. A screw over, I should say. Miriam, whatever. At 53. Mick Jagger at 52. I think he might be a little too high, but whatever. Sade at 51. That's fine. I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, I could do. It's not a problem. All right, let's see. We just did like 60, 80, 61. So it should be 60 to 41. Oh, we just did 41. Okay. Um, yeah, 60 to 41. Come on, load computer. Oh, is it still like? Oh, I guess I did do 41 then. How far did this go? Oh, I think it was till 41. No, it's a 51. So whatever. Let's just go to 40. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We're like I don't know. Yes, I'm actually getting happy right now because I'm almost done with the Darbo list. Oh no, I skipped a few. Oh, whatever. Well, it's not my fault because they wouldn't show me where. Oh, they are showing me like. All right, where was I? Should be top 50 now. All right, Joey Mitchell, number 50, fine. I think that's good. I don't think. You got Linda Ronstadt at 47, Tony Braxton at 48, and Rod Stewart at 49. Fine, 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 whatever. Mavis Staples at 46. Ella Fitzgerald 40, 45. No, should be a little higher than that. James Brown 44. Fine. Ariana Grande at 43. I will say fine because she's still fairly new. Teddy Pendergrass at 42. Etta James at 41. And I think they should be higher, but whatever. Aaliyah at 40. I think that's fine. Louis Armstrong 39. I think he should be lower, honestly. Curtis Mayfield at 38. I'll leave Louis Armstrong. He's fine, I guess. Van Morrison at 37. Fine. I don't know. I feel like he should be a little lower. Kurt Cobain at 36. What? Oh my gosh. I feel like that's the other thing too. They, aside from being huge Beatles and Bob Dylan suckers, Rolling Stone magazine is also huge Nirvana suckers. So Dusty. I was gonna make a joke saying that this list is dusty because it is. But yeah, Dusty feels fine. 34 at Tom York. Fine. Bessie Smith at 33. I guess that's fine. David Bowie at 32. I'm okay with that. Luther Vandross at 31. Fine. Hank Williams at 30. No. Oh no. He has like one of the worst voices I've ever heard. Like oof. That's what he sounds like. Why is he this high? Come on, Chaka Khan 29. Cool, that's fine. Mahala Jackson. I'm assuming she's not related to the Jacksons. I guess that's fine. Hank Williams in the top. That's insane right now. That is insane. Like what? Dolly Parton at 27. I think that's fine. Paul McCartney at 26. I think that's fine. Maybe a little too high, but that's fine. Mary J. Blige at 25. No, she should not be this high. She can't. All right, I'll give. All right, so with Mary J. Blige, she's an okay singer, and she had good over years, but like she's not a great singer, and she should not be this high. Like, it's insane. I don't know why she's this high. As a matter of fact, if we're gonna be honest here, for the longest time, the producers that like making her music, producing her music, they were the ones really carrying her because her vocal ability was not there. Like so, Boris Jones at 24, Smokey Robinson at 23. All right, that's fine. Adele is at 22. I think that's fine. Nina Simone at 21. I think that's fine. All right, so now we're approaching the top 20. We are at the final stretch. Well, kind of. Good, because I'm running out of time with this. So we got Marvin Gaye at 20, Frank Sinatra at 19, which I would have him in the top 10, honestly. Celia Cruz at 18. I don't really know who that is. I know of us. No, Elvis Presley at 17. That's fine. Um, Come on, load, computer, load. Jeez. I don't know why it's like not loading. Like it stopped at number 17. Like I'm literally right there, just like playing around with me. I might need to close some of these things up because it's like slowing my computer down. And Come on, computer. Like, I want to end this already. It's like I'm right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna start closing closing some of these. Okay. Maybe now it'll start to load, or maybe not. Well, unfortunately, everybody, the computer decided to start being meanie. All right, I got to refresh the page because it's not working. Oh no, I'm at like 1%. This is gonna cut off in a minute. All right, Bob Dylan. He's at number 15. Boo. Prince is at number 16. Should have known. Freddie Mercury at 14. Patsy Cline at 13. John Lennon at 12. Um, I knew Bob Dylan was gonna be on this list somewhere. He really should not be on the list. He's one of the worst singers I've ever heard. Like, come on. Like, seriously. And he almost made the top 10. Well, he's in the top 15, so there's that. If Aretha Franklin is not number one, I'm gonna be mad. But at least Bob Dylan is in the top 10. That's all that matters. What did I tell y'all? Did I not tell y'all that Rolling Stone magazine is a bunch of Bob Dylan suckers? Did I not say that? I think I did. All right. Otis Redding's at number 9. Al Green's at number 10. Beyonce's at number 8. What the? Oh my gosh! Did it just restart? Ugh, stupid piece of crap. I hate this piece of crap. All right, it's messing with me. I'm gonna try something like see if I could like. What's up? You're getting close to the. We're reaching the climax of this nonsense, and because my computer is like being me, I'm going to attach this so I can charge. It's 200 people. It's a 200 list. I'm trying to speed run through now. And my computer, I think, is starting to give out. Wait, what just happened? Um, okay, that was weird. All right, here. Yeah, yeah, but the final flash. Because my computer is dying right me. It's dying on me. You probably don't like. Oh, oh yeah, Adele is like. Where was Adele? She on this list somewhere. All right, so where were we? All right, so Al Green's at number 10. Otis Redding's at number 9. Is at number 8. Stevie Wonder is at number 7. Ray Charles at number 6. Mariah Carey at number 5. All right, fine. She's in the top 5. I don't have a problem with that. Billie Holiday at number 4. As she should. As she should. Sam Cooke at number 3. That's all right. So now I'm gonna check who the top 2 is. I already know who should be number 1, but all right. Whitney Houston's at number 2, which means that Aretha Franklin's the number 1. All right. Mariah Carey is actually like a really great singer, so that's why she's that high. If we're talking about like actual vocal ability, she should be that high. All right, so my top 5 is good. But some of these other choices, whatever, just is questionable. Jordan, do you know who Bob Dylan is? Because if you do, you know he's like number 15. Even though his voice is like nails chalkboard. That man should not even be anywhere near a top any any great list of all time. I don't care if it's like top 1,000. He should not be on the list. The only one to ever be on regarding like worst singers of he not sing. Why is he on this list? And furthermore, in the top 15. Like who made this list? Or Taylor Swift on this list too? Yes, it's awful. You know, I want to see why they put him on there. I want to see what nonsense. Actually, I can tell you exactly why he's on the list because Rolling Stone magazine are a bunch of Bob Dylan, Nirvana, and Beatles like suckers, if you know what I mean. Like they like to slurp them up so much. Like, but especially Bob Dylan, I don't know what their hard on is for this guy, but it's just like, oh my gosh, it's ill. No, no, look, he's a great songwriter. I never said anything like as a songwriter, he's great. He's fantastic. But as a singer, no, he's trash. If they're gonna and look, if they're gonna rate it, here's my issue with them. If they're going to like put some of these people on here based on like their songwriting abilities or their musical composition, to just make a artist list. Why are you making a great singer list? Do do they not know like the difference? And it's funny too. 'Cause they even said like in there like when they were explaining how they were gonna like do this list, they even said they don't even care about the actual like vocal ability of these people. And if that's the case, why are you even doing the list? It doesn't make any sense. Like it's insane. You see Adele's at 22. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's a top artist list. Someone who should be in the top 10, honestly. That's Frank Sinatra. He's like number 19. Granted, it could be a lot worse because I've seen some people that would just get like, for a lack of better term, like cocked. Barbra Streisand, she's like in like 170 something. Barbara Streisand, why is she that low? Like 176 or something like that, or 179 or whatever. Like that low, it's crazy to me. I didn't even see that. Little Richard's at number 11. Ha, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. John Lennon at 12. I knew they were gonna. Like I said, like I said, with as far as like being a singer, he's one of the best. And honestly, I can see if you don't enjoy his music that much, that's fine. He's like more like jazz and swing stuff. I feel like I really do feel like this list is kind of clickbaity. Like really, like I feel like they made this list just for the sake of trolling. Because they knew this would probably rile people up. Like, oh no. Like actually, according to them, originality is actually was one of their criteria. So it depends on how much you really know about these guys. But like I said, like I guess I would say some of these people are original, but that's only based on the fact that there's so many people I just don't know, just never heard of, and I do feel like some of these people they just like they chose quite a few unknowns, which does make it harder to kind of critique whether or not they should be on here because it's like who are you? No, like if you can go look up the list yourself. I might send it to you later or whatever, but like I would definitely say the list isn't basic, but for me, like I don't really care if the list is like basic or not. I care more about it just being like a good, solid list, like a list that actually makes sense. I don't really think a lot of this list actually makes sense. Oh, you're talking about artists now? Yeah, everybody. Yeah, but that's also why I wouldn't like if I was to make a, especially nowadays, making a list with like a lot of artists that's out right, would definitely not do that because, like you said, a lot of people do sound the same now. A lot of people do the same stuff. But there's also the fact that a lot of people just aren't really good at it. Because let's be honest, a lot of people right now just can't sing. They can't. A lot of them, yeah, a lot of people right now are not that good. That's why you haven't. That's why there aren't a lot of people like of today that's even on this list. And that's one few things I would say Rolling Stone magazine got right. As far as like modern artists concerned, the only ones that was really on here was like Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande. Um, I guess like Amy Winehouse, if you consider her like a more like a modern artist. Um, Lady Gaga, I guess Beyonce, even though she's been around for a minute now, she's been around at least in the mid late '90s or whatever, like the late '90s. But they had artists like that. Oh, I just realized they didn't have Jennifer Hudson on here, which is interesting. But yeah, but those are like basic ass bitches. Yeah, they are basic. No, Justin Bieber's not on here because he sucks. Shawn Mendes is not on here because he sucks. Ed Sheeran definitely wasn't on here because he sucks. Yeah, I mean Lady Gaga, she had a decent run, but then she fell off. Let's see, Katy Perry wasn't on here either, but I think that's pretty good. Like, I don't think she's a bad singer or anything like that, but I definitely wouldn't put her like top 200. They did have SZA on here, but honestly, she's another one of those people I feel that's really basic. Like, she hasn't really done anything to me, and her vocal abilities aren't that great to me either. So, but she's on the list. So yeah, Katy Perry. Her voice is not so amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Katy Perry is what happened. Katy Perry is just kind of I feel like Katy Perry had the issue of not really having a real identity for herself because she kind of kept switching around stuff for like years. Because first she had that well first she started doing Christian music. That was actually how she started, and then like whatever album she did with like, I Kissed a Girl Hot and Cold, she started that's when she was doing like the pop rock stuff, and then she with Teenage Dream she was doing them like I guess like bubblegum pop and EDM stuff, and then with whatever album had Roar in it, then she started jumping on like hip hop and trap stuff, and then no, I think it was Prison. I think that's what it was called. And then the last album she had put out like a couple of years ago. I don't even remember what that album was about. I just remember that thing flopped hard, and then she just kind of fell off after that. Yeah, she doesn't really have an identity. She just kind of the thing with Katy Perry is that she just kind of jumps on trends. Like whatever's like hot at the time, that's what she's doing. And here's the thing: artists like that never go that far because at that point you kind of become more. I don't want to say a gimmick, but like, well, for one, you don't really. It becomes harder to even garner a fan base like that because you just come on whatever's hot. And if you can't keep jumping on those waves, you're eventually just gonna fall off. True. Exactly. Like she needs an identity. Like she needs to figure out like what kind of things she wants to do. Like it's what. Here's the thing. It's one thing to like experiment with different things. There's another thing you just kind of copying. Really, that's what she was really doing. She was just kind of copying like what everyone else is doing or whatever whatever else is popular. So that's why she's not hot right now. Like, you can only keep that going for so long before people just kind of like before you start losing people with that. And the fact that no one really talks about her anymore, like she literally, it's like she faded to obscurity. It's almost like she never happened. She has no real legacy. She's just she's just there. That's exactly what kind of artist she is. She's just one of those. Oh, yeah, she was a thing, I guess. Exactly. Like, what about you? Did you get same thing with Avril? Oh, Avril Lavigne. Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started on Avril. Like, no, she had another problem. Hers wasn't like jumping on trends. Her problem was that she was stuck in a trend for years because she was still doing that whole pop punk stuff for years, and not even just like regular pop punk. I'm talking about that mall teeny bopper pop punk stuff of like the early 2000s. She was stuck in that for years. As a matter of fact, like last decade, like during like the mid to late 2010s, when she's trying to make her comeback, she was still doing that stuff. I know she came out as a teenager, but what her 20s? Because she might be close to my age, or either she's a little older or a little younger than me, and she was still doing that kind of stuff. Like she was still doing teeny bopper stuff. That's like if Justin Bieber is still making songs like "Baby," well into like 29 or whatever how old he is now. Imagine if he was still doing music like that at his age now. That's the type of stuff she was still doing. She was still doing that whole like complicated all that other nonsense she does at like this. It's crazy. Like it's like she never grew up. That was her issue. Never evolved. She was stuck in an era, and she faded with that era. Ugh, yeah, she does. But it's not even just her whining. It's kind of like it's just a style that she does it. It just doesn't work. She's still stuck in that early 2000s mall pop punk stuff that bands like what was I'm trying to think of I was gonna say Offspring, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Ah, crap! It's gonna bother me now. Like, I can't even think of the name of the band. Yeah, she's stuck in the time loop. Like, it's crazy. Exactly. She's still doing that stuff. It's just like and, and it's not even good. The other issue too is that that style was not. It's not like it's like a timeless style. It was a very dated style that was always gonna disappear pretty quickly because it was like the most commercial form of punk you can do for teeny boppers. Like honestly, the punk rock is that's what I like to call it. Like your boys instinct kind of obviously edgier if you want to call it that. Actually, I would probably compare it to Limp Bizkit if you remember those guys. If you don't know who they are, that then count yourself blessed because that's a good thing because no one wants to remember Limp Bizkit. They were part of that whole new metal trend, and they were essentially the band that killed. Ugh. And new metal was that thing where everybody was trying. It was kind of like an evolution of like the rap rock stuff. But Fred Durst, the lead singer of that band, horrible, just horrible. Emo One Direction. Yes. Oh my gosh. But she wasn't even emo. She was really just no. All that edge that she had was just in her looks. Her music was not edgy at all. Like you can say, the only edge you can say her music had was just hard guitars. That's it. But the stuff she was singing was no different than any like, boy band girl group at the time. It, it's that fake edgy nonsense that made like 12-year-olds feel like they're badass or whatever. Like, oh my gosh. Honestly, I've always hated Avril Lavigne's music. I never was a fan of her. Like, and mind you, I was like, what, like, I think I was like, I was in the single digits when she was out, when she was hot. And even back then, I thought she was trash. Oh gosh. But yeah, she's not on the list. Granted, Rolling Stone magazine is. I mean, Rolling Stone magazine is biased towards especially towards like 60s and 70s rock artists. So she wouldn't make the list anyway. But they would not have her on the list. Like that's a good joke. Like, hey, I missed that movie. Yes, yes. She just said edgy. Yeah, that's exactly what she said. Edgy Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh. I actually know someone that's like really obsessed with Taylor Swift, and I'm just like, I don't know why. Worrying about ex boyfriends. Oh gosh. You, I am your boyfriend. Yeah, you remember that nonsense? Oh gosh. Oh, mall punk. I think that's what they used to call it, mall punk. You go to shop in the mall, the 12 and 13-year-olds, but they want to be punk rock, but they don't want, but they're not. Like it's edgy enough for them to be considered like punk rock, but like sweet enough for them to be on the radio, like mall punk. Oh gosh. Wait, really? Because it sells. You're right. No, she had no purpose. She had no reason to exist. You want to talk about commercial? She is the epitome of a commercial artist in the worst way. She was she is basically a manufactured artist. That's what she was. Oof, trash. Oh gosh. Yeah, mall punk. Like I said, Avril Lavigne is an artist for babies. Yeah, I mean it wouldn't be bad if at least the music she was doing was at least like wasn't dated, actually had some kind of longevity towards it. But because the stuff she was doing was like I said, that mall punk stuff, that was like the most commercialized form of punk, and punk was already getting commercialized to the nth degree already by that point with the whole pop punk stuff. But then they took it a step further and made it like it basically radio friendly for 12-year-olds, for 10-year-olds. That's what it was. It's actually no. I'll put it like this: the mall punk stuff she was doing was basically the equivalent of Kids Bop. That's exactly what she was doing. Kids Bop. I know, right? She does kids pop music. I don't think she has anything to sing about. I think that's why she doesn't do it. She has nothing to sing about. Is she? Oh, wait, is she almost in the 40s? Wait, I gotta look that up. Let me check how old she is. There's no way. Is she really in her 40s still making music like that? Oh my gosh, that's bad. It's like she's stuck in Disney. It's like being on the Disney Channel while you're still like 30 something. And that actually happened. I remember there was this guy who was acting on that show. They still had him like acting as like a teenager or something, and he's like well into his 30s with a whole family. Like, oh gosh, how old is she? Oh, she's 38. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. If she was born in 1984, then she was already. Wait, so that means by the time she started getting hot, she was already like in her late teens, making whatever. Actually, if actually she was talking about having sex, I would actually take that. She doesn't even do that. She makes, I guess she makes kid pop songs about relationships. That's insane right now. Like I can't believe that. That's funny. She is 38. All right. It says she came out. She started releasing music at 16, and her music never evolved from that. So she still makes music all right. So she started out as a 16-year-old, as far as a musician is concerned, and she has not evolved from that. Meaning that mentally, I guess she's still a 16-year-old. She's a 16-year-old in a 38-year-old body. Oh my gosh! Exactly. She's still. Well, the Wikipedia said she was 16, but yeah, she's like a 16, 17-year-old in a 38-year-old's body. Like she never grew up. Uh, she got so many. How many is one, two, three, four, five, six? She has 7 albums. Why? Who's listening to this? Not only that, wait. She came out with an album last year. Wow, who's listening to this? Who in the world is listening to this crap? Uh, she's like, I don't get it. She came out with an album last year, and who's listening to this? And she's still doing like that mall pop punk nonsense. You know what? If her fan base likes this crap, I don't know. Wait. Let me check this. Wait, she has. Wait. Hold on. Hold the phone. Wait, it says she has 9 albums. But wait, I gotta check that. How many albums does she have? Oh my gosh. Let's see how many albums it says she has. Okay, like actual studio albums. I don't know how she came out with all these albums. I feel like just the one that she released back in like 2002. I feel like that was more than enough Avril Lavigne for one lifetime. We didn't need more of that. Like I feel like we got everything we needed from Avril Lavigne after her first album. We didn't need anything after that. Like if we're talking about someone who should have been like a one hit wonder or one album wonder, it should have been her. You know, she reminds me of Soldier Boy in the sense where he's one of those artists that really shouldn't have made it as far as he did. He really should have just been a one hit wonder, but he refuses to go away. That's Avril Lavigne. And he too has that issue of never growing up. But his granted his music is a whole lot worse. Like his music is like unaudible. Oof. Like who listened to that? Like who asked for an album from Avril Lavigne in 2022? Like who asked for that? I don't get it. Who's asking for this crap? All right, it says she has 7 studio albums, 1 live album, 12 promotional singles, and 5 charity singles. So I guess she has overall like 8 albums. Oh, she has a live album. I don't know who wants to listen to her live. Or do like she's not good enough to do a live album. Actually, a lot of people do that. A lot of people will name an album after one of the songs on the album. I don't think that's it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. A lot of people do that, and they usually call those out. They usually call that like the title track. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's one of the few things that she, I guess, didn't screw up. Honestly, she should have been the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. I feel like that's the kind of singer she really is. Yeah, no, Love Sucks is meh. Actually, a better title for her album should have been I Suck. That would have. Yes, I commend her for that. Look, I like to give credit where credit's due, even if it isn't much. Now, like I said, what I think would have been a better title for that album instead of calling it Love Sucks, I would call that I Suck because it would have been acknowledgement that well, it's self-explanatory. Because the worst thing you can do is live in your own delusion. Oh gosh. Yes. Let's check. Let's check the comments. Oh, I didn't even see this. Like, all right, I'll come back to that. I'm sure people that's watching this right now are just like, who's this lunatic? But yeah. Oh yeah. What do you think of Rihanna being on this list? Because she's there. Even though I've heard like professional vocalists like rate her as like maybe like a C at best. Like professional like vocal coaches. And she's on the list. She's like 80 something. I don't know what she's doing on this list, but like ugh. But then again, Taylor Swift is on this list too, and she's like I think even a worse singer than Rihanna, kind of. Oh, they did my girl Tony Braxton so dirty. Yeah, but I mean at least Adele is 22. I guess. No, they didn't hack the website. This is the Rolling Stone magazine does. This is how they operate. Honestly, they don't have the credentials to make a list like this. There are a bunch of classic rock like there are a bunch of classic rock suckers, and more importantly, like classic rock from like the '60s and '70s. That's what they are. Well, that and Nirvana suckers, but that's why they have people like Bob Dylan here, even though he has no business being on the top singer anything. I don't care if it's like the top 1 million singers of all time. He should not be on that list. Like he's legit horrible. He's a legitimately horrible singer. Like why I don't know why he's there. And the fact that they had him in the top 15 as well is just insane to me. Like I knew they were gonna pull that crap, but oh my gosh, it's so annoying. Yeah, I mean they have the weekend on here too, and he's a trash singer. But at least they didn't have any of those like mumble rappers on there, cause oh gosh, I mean granted they're because a lot of those guys are trying to sing, even though they like have auto tune up and behind, but they also did Michael Jackson dirty too, because he was really low, like he was like 50 something. He actually might have been 60 something, I think. That was kind of weird. I was like, wow, y'all. No, he wasn't even that. He was like 86, I think. They put him like 86. That was weird. But then again, I just thought about it. I don't think they're big fans of Michael Jackson, so that's probably why they have him so low. But they got Kurt Cobain on the list because, yeah, Kurt Cobain, yeah. Boo. Yes. Do you want to jump on the live? Honestly, you make better music than I have the people out right now. But this is why I go like support like the local artists. All these radio, all these industry plants, and disgusting. Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, I mean a lot of them are really bad. I don't know what you've been listening to. Like, a lot of these guys are just like, oof. Like for example, it's not only like a lot of people on the radio that's bad, but like some of the people that's trying, I guess, kind of upcoming too, that's trying to be like the stuff on the radio is really awful. Like I know, like whenever I'm on YouTube, they'll recommend me some auto tune like rapper, singer, whatever. This. No, these guys legit just suck now. Oof. No, they legitimately suck. Oh, wait, I still got it on share. I forgot. Oh, let me take that off. We're back to. No, it's definitely mind control. That's for sure. They're trying to brainwash people. Oh, we should. I mean, I was already kind of doing that with the always late to everything. Um, I mean, that was kind of like all over the place though, because I was doing like anime stuff on there, video game stuff, and music stuff. So that was kind of like a mess. Oh, what's up, Sage? Thanks for dropping by. As you can see, we was discussing the train wreck that was Rolling Stone magazine's top 200 singers of all time. Even though Rolling Stone magazine does not have any credentials to make a list like that, because there are a bunch of 1960s and 70s classic rock suckers and Nirvana suckers. Really, Kurt Cobain suckers. I should say that. But and obviously, the ones that you suck off the most is like Beatles, Bob Dylan, and Kurt Cobain. Even though Bob Dylan really should not be on the list at all. Oh, yeah, they just kind of jumping in and out of the stream. They're just saying, "Oh, he's alive. Let's see what he's talking about." Yeah, they're just jumping on me. Me being in the middle of a rant because I'm mad right now. Like Rolling Stone magazine, this is how you wanted to bring in the new year with this crap. Ugh, it's disgusting. Like these guys were legit garbage. Oof. But oh my gosh, that list was a chore to get through. You know, I had to split this live stream up into two parts because I had to go get something to eat. I realized like the first live stream was like an hour and 20 minutes. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to get to like 80 artists. No, not even 80. It was like 70 out of like the 200. That's why I was just speed running through this because I was like, by the time I started doing this, I only had like 10% on my phone. Yeah, I haven't done a live this long since when was the last time I did a live this long? It was either the one where I interviewed Emily or the one I did with one of like Tom's people on his channel. I think those are like the last like two like long live streams I've done because they were both like 3 hours. Oh yeah, of course I do. Here was the thing: I was watching a YouTuber earlier, and he was going through the list, and I just saw the list was just getting worse, and I was like, all right, I have to say something about this. However, this list wound up being a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. Well, like because some of these artists don't need to be should not be anywhere near this list. But honestly, talking about this list was hard for me because again, I don't know who some of these people are because they picked out some really random, like obscure, no name, nobody really heard of these people type of artists. And I know a lot of people haven't heard of these type of artists because, like, again, the video I was watching skipped those guys. And the ones that he, granted, because it was like edited, so he kind of cut through those guys. And the ones that the guy did talk about, well, at least the no names, he was just like, who? And the list was and the list was almost filled with half of that. I might do that. You know what? I kind of want to do a maybe later in the week or something. I think I'm going to do like a group live stream, get some people together to discuss this because this crap was a travesty. I'm going to hit some people up and see if they want to do it. You're free to come on if you want. I was going to try to do the chronically chill thing this week, but I might have to put that on hold because this takes priority. Cause I mean I can still kind of do it, I guess, maybe if you're willing to like double up. But yeah, I want to get some people together. You're free to come on. I'm gonna hit up Brady, see if he wants to like discuss this nonsense. Hmm. I could ask Ari and Sage if they want to be on it. I mean, there's already a few people on here who I think would probably be interested in talking about this because like what in the world like. No, I'm not doing it tonight. No, I don't want to do it. I mean, I could do it tonight because I'm not doing anything, but I'd rather probably do it over the weekend or whatever, just because with something like this, I feel, you know what? I'll see what happens. I'm gonna hit up some people and ask them if they want to like. I could definitely do that right now. I'm gonna hit up some people and see if they want to like come on and talk about this. I'll see if they're available now. If not, then we can do this either like later this week or next week. But I do want to have this discussion because hey, that'd be funny though. You know, look, I've done like live streams like half sleep. I fell asleep on live stream, so there's that. As a matter of fact, I remember there's this one guy that I was watching on YouTube. He would look, and mind you, this guy was actually the host of the live stream. He fell asleep on his own live stream. So the stream wound up going on for like 4 hours, but I think it like, ended in like an hour and a half or 2 hours. The dude legit fell asleep on his own live stream, so yeah, you gotta worry about that. Like, well, it is what it is. Like, I'm actually curious now. What you gotta say? Like, look, I already have my opinions that I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm actually intrigued now. But let me forward this to somebody. Oh, that was someone else I did want to. Yeah, but I want to know who you gonna roast though. Yeah, but I feel like I don't see you roast enough people. Yeah, I'm actually excited too. This is honestly probably the stream I haven't. It's been a while since I've really been like really invested in doing like a live stream. I'm trying to see what people are available right now. Like, 'cause I'm just gonna bring up. Yeah, see who's on right now because this would be fun if. Yeah. Plus, interesting enough, I feel like we talk a lot about music. Wait, let me turn this off. Yeah. Honestly, that is a good question. Richard, what do we even talk about? I don't think about it. I don't even, like. What exactly do we even talk about half of the time? Like, oh, I think I know what it is. Don't we? I think we spend more time talking about like drama and mess. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, your life stories are funny though. So, I mean, you're. I was to say this. You're a very interesting individual. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to ask some people, but the way things are looking right now, I might have to do this some other time. 'Cause I don't know if anyone's like available right now. I mean, like I said, I preferably would probably rather wait just to get this stuff properly prepared. I'm always fine with like just doing this stuff on the fly, but I also want people to actually look up the list first. But I'll probably just send them the list and they can just talk about it, whatever. But and then you can give all your musical hot takes. I mean that too. I think because I know some people may not be mentally ready to just jump on a stream like that. Like, hey, I mean, I could do it, but I've been doing this for like years, so just hopping on other people's streams and stuff like that. Like, matter of fact, let's see, it was me, Brady, Mugetsu, and like a few other guys. Like there was a point where all of us were like doing live streams around the same time. So like it was like especially on the weekends. There was at one point where if I wasn't doing the live stream, then let's say Mugetsu was, or well, I don't think you know who he is, but actually, let me hit him up and see what he's doing. I mean, I've been wanting to do a live stream with him anyway because I want to start talking about like Yeah. But yeah, I actually do want to kind of start going back to doing live streams like this. Talking about Well, actually, I want to start doing like live streams and podcast stuff in general. I don't feel like I've really been doing it that much lately. Well, I haven't, cause like the last episode we did like the Chronically Children, that was like a month ago or 2 months ago, and we have to redo that one. So, oh, what's up? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I guess so. But it might have to be another time. Unfortunately. Oh look, now everyone started dropping. Yeah, look, everyone's starting to show up now. I'm actually getting ready for this. I was actually getting ready to like end this, and now everybody's showing up. Oh, that's funny. It's like, all right, I'm about to end it again. um, well, let's see. Well, the guy that just commented or that just showed up on the stream, he is someone I actually used to have class with at Suffolk. He wasn't in the RTV program, but he did take like an RTV class. He was on the stream earlier, so he's actually one of the people I'm probably gonna bring up on here. Somebody calling me? Oh, what's up, Jack? I forgot to tell you that I was doing this stream, man. Like, you know what? Wait, am I still live? I guess I'm still live. Yeah, because people are calling me, knowing that I'm like live right now. So I don't know. No, that wasn't Jeff. Well, if you come to the hangout tomorrow, you might be able to meet him. And no, that wasn't Jeff. That was my friend Jack. Actually, where is Jeff? Let me message him, see what he's up to. So that's my sister that was calling me. So, oh Jack, do you want to come on the live? I should bring him on the live because I think he'd be not so bad. I guess. Look, I will. I already told you I'll introduce you guys. Um. All right. How do I add people? Yeah, everyone's starting to show up now. Like I've been on here for like what 3 hours or something. Boo! Just join, man. What up? What's good, man? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, like my what do you call it? My thing is being dumb right now. Just my fucking room. My headphones are usually dumb. I'm sorry if this is just like a really bad zoom angle right here.
No, that's fine.
Is that fine? I look like a fucking messiah.
Yeah, you're fine. Wait,
Yeah, yeah, it's all good.
let me switch.
Oh, I like them feet.
All right.
Yo, what are you wearing right now? Is that
Sonic
a
hat.
Sonic hat?
Yeah.
Oh, for a second I thought that was a Splatoon hat. I don't know why. But nah, you're wearing one for a good video game franchise, nah.
Yeah.
Yo, that's Sonic. Is there like a trailer yet for Sonic? There's gotta be one, right? For Sonic 3, where they're gonna have Recolor the Hedgehog.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. How do you feel about the Mario trailer?
Oh, I thought it was fine.
I thought it was kind of bad. Like his voice, I can't get over that.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't.
I think it's. I don't know how bad this. I mean, like I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the masterpiece, like the original live action one. You remember that one? You ever seen that?
Yes.
Yo, I'm looking at fan project. You're not wrong, Miss Nerdy Kitty. Yo, I'm going through my YouTube subscriptions, and one of them is called Chuck Berry farted in women's mouths. Pretty good. You know that he pissed on people, right? Like pissed on hookers.
No.
There's video of that. He's like the R. Kelly of this generation.
I didn't know
You know
that.
what I'm saying? You know about that, right? Yeah, you gotta know about that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because
That's
like that's one of the most well-known jokes about him. Is it led to one of the best Chappelle Show sketches. You know that one, right? Where he's like defending like Michael Jackson and shit. And he's like, nah, Michael Jackson didn't do it. He made Thriller. Thriller.
no. I don't. Honestly, it's been such a long time since I've watched the Chappelle show. Like the main thing I remember, like from that show,
Why?
was like
Because you're not,
the.
because you're not transphobic.
The main thing I remember from that show was that was the Charlie Murphy
Charlie
stuff.
Murphy.
Oh, the Rick James thing. That.
Oh,
Uh,
God. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. That's probably like the most well known. Is the Rick James one. Where he's like fucking doing all that shit. Jesus Christ. I was having too much fun. Yeah. I like the part where he says like, "Oh, do you think I'd do something stupid like kick Eddie's couch?" He's like, "Yeah, that'd be dumb." Yeah, I remember my feet couch kicking it. So like strung out on from all the coke.
yeah, because that thing became a meme. So.
Yeah. So yeah, what have you been listening to lately?
um, I mean, not much. Honestly, I was looking up the. I mean, you saw my stories, right?
A little bit. I've seen stories of you calling rock dead, and that insults me dearly. I mean, it's true, but you don't have to like say it. You know,
I mean, but it's the truth, though.
it is. So like, I don't know. What music isn't dead nowadays? Like fucking,
I mean,
I don't know.
honestly,
Like
everything
Monster
is pretty much.
Jacks.
Let's be honest, everything's pretty much dead right now.
Yeah, like what about rap? I don't know. Like, what's the deal with rap? I'm too out of the loop.
You're not missing much. uh,
I was listening to some Memphis rap today because I'm really into like music from Memphis, and like rap is definitely like the most thing to come out of smart recent times, like 3 6 Mafia. Yeah, that shit's a little hard for me. I won't lie, it's a little too much. Like the hardest thing I can get is like gangster rap, but like that kind of stuff, it's a little. I don't know. I felt like southern rap.
Oh yeah,
Most of the time I talk to you about rap, it's kind of like like golden age stuff. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah. Speaking of 3 6 Mafia, rest in peace to Gangsta Boo.
Yeah, he's one of my heroes. Um, I modeled everything I did in music after him. Um, one of my childhood icons. But yeah, rest in peace. And he died. He was in 3 6 Mafia.
She.
Dude, I'm out of the loop. I don't know any of this shit.
I mean, I don't really listen to 3 6 Mafia, so, but I know of them, so I just know that she like
Yeah, like they're important.
yeah.
Who was the guy who died? Or who was it that died?
Gangsta Boo.
Gangsta Boo. Oh, he died like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's wild. But yeah, I haven't listened. I should check her out. Why are rap albums have such bad cover art? It's not even funny. You ever realize that? Like a lot of rap albums from like the 90s, because they were